love. And Capricorn has had its turn in nastiness in love affairs. I think so. But I also see Capricorn being one of those sturdy relationship partners who stand firm, who are there to the end. However, some of the circumstances that Capricorn puts up with, or is put up with around, is addictive personality. And it doesn't always mean drugs or alcohol. It could be the compulsive thinking, obsessive thinking, sort of that type of thinking. Everything has to be done a certain way, and only their way is the best way. This kind of a thing could be attached to the Capricorn, making them a little bit difficult sometimes to deal with. I'm going to say those Capricorns that are in loving relationships have partners that are really understanding and really, tolerates their many, let's say, moods. I'm not trying to say that the Capricorn's moody. I guess I am in some way. We can't always read the Capricorn because sometimes they're so inside themselves. There's so many layers. Like, remember, the planet is Saturn. So there's like 7 layers around that planet. That is because the Capricorn's like that too. The Capricorn has many layers to their personality, and not everyone can get through every layer. So often the Capricorn's friendships even only vibe on a few layers, and even their partners may only vibe on a few layers. There may not be anyone who vibes on all the 7 layers. That's how complicated a Capricorn really is. And this is why they get this card. This is a complicated card. For people who don't understand, it has a lot to do with what we have imposed upon ourselves. And Capricorn is that type of sign. They Saturnize everything, What are the perimeters? What can I not do? What can I do? This type of thing. So as far as love, sometimes they put too many perimeters in their love affairs, or their love affairs do not expand to the potential and the intimacy that is really required to maintain a good long relationship. Unless they find someone who can tolerate the lack of certain areas or lack of certain intimacies. So I'm going to say the majority of Capricorns are in good, solid relationships because they have found someone who recognizes this about them and loves them beyond, unconditionally. So luckily, that's a fact. But there is a group of Capricorns who I'm going to say are not loyal in relationships because they do have these issues. And they know that something's missing, and they're seeking outside of themselves in order to try to find that vibe that's missing. They think it's outside of them and they can grab it and pull it in. But the fact is, if they could find someone with that energy to teach them how to bring that out of themselves, then it would work. Otherwise, trying to replace or to replace some feeling with a person isn't going to work for them. So I will say this. In the end, I'm going to give love vibration a thumbs up overall for those of you who are in... It doesn't matter. If Capricorn wants to be with someone, they're like Scorpio. They're going to be with someone. If they don't want to be with someone, they're not going to be with someone. It's all that simple for the Capricorn as well. But I will say that overall, most Capricorns are happy if their family's happy, if everybody's got a stable environment and money and food on the table. So I'm going to say for most Capricorns, December's not going to be too shabby as far as love goes. Even if you're not in a relationship, you're going to find someone to hang with. And if you're not in a relationship and you want it that way, you're going to be happy no matter what. And love your friends and that type of a thing. But like I said, most of you will find loving relationships and have a wonderful December with them.